Hello everybody, Todd here at All Things Archery and Shooting. Got another bow review for you. This is kind of a different kind of unique bow. This is an ILF bow. It is got it from Amazon, $69.90, shipped to my door. And it's should have a magnesium aluminum riser. So let's take a look at it again. It is an ILF bow, okay? I know nothing about ILF bows, how to set them up or anything of that nature, so I'm sure I'm going to need a lot of comments help from you guys to set this thing up. I've never owned one, but I've had a couple people ask for it, okay? So let's see what we get for $69.90 in an ILF bow. Packed pretty well. As I figured, it's packed in another box. Okay, now this is supposed to be a new bow, but I see it's been retaped, so I'm not sure what that means. Okay, it's called Ghost Hand Archery. It is a Chinese-made bow. It says made in China right there. This is a 45-pound ILF bow, 60-inch overall length takedown recurve. Okay, let's see. So I'm not sure if it's new or not, but it's supposed to be new. I ordered a new one, but it has been retaped several times, so maybe it's not new, but we'll see. Well, it looks new. That's how it comes. Okay. Let's get it out of the box here now. Don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. That's it, box is empty. Okay, got an instruction booklet here. So, oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, this is neat. It's like a survival ILF bow. I kid you not, it's a survival ILF bow. Let me show you. That's pretty cool. Can you see that? You got like a little saw comes with it, double-edged saw interface. It's got a folding knife. It's got a compass. It's even got a fishing hook and fishing line in it. And it's a magnesium bar and flint for a fire starter. So it's a survival ILF bow. Huh. Now that is pretty neat. That's probably what all this stuff is here. Look at this first. This is the saw blade. And apparently this saw blade attaches to the riser and turns into you use it as a saw to cut your tree with. Yep, that's what that is. I bet those boys that alone would like to have that. That's exactly what it is. Look at that saw blade. Wow, that is pretty wild. Okay. Get this safety thing back on there now. It's being a real pain. Got that little safety rubber strip back on there again. Okay. Let's see what's this here now. Oh, check that out. Comes with a nice toolkit. Okay, Allen keys and everything. That is pretty nice. I like that. That's going to be handy, especially on the archery range. There you go. You look at that. Okay, there you go. See that? There we go. It's an Allen key set. Pretty nice. Just bring it over here so you can see it better. Okay, we'll set it right there. Okay. Alright, so got a nice little Allen key set here. It's got, hey, these are SAE, they're not even metric, they're SAE. Check that out. Cool. Alright, what else we got here? Now it says here it's also got a fishing line kit in it and a folding saw. So I haven't seen the folding saw yet, but let's go ahead and look at the limbs next. It is an ILF bow, so it needs to take a look at the limbs. Yeah, I've never owned an ILF bow, folks, so I know nothing about these kind of bows. But I've had several requests to do a review on one. So this one's marked upper, 60 inch, 45 pounds. It's got like this rubber thing on it. I guess you take that off, I guess, right? I guess. Okay, I don't know. We'll see what the instructions say. Alright, so there's one. It's got 2 layers of bamboo in it. I can see that. It's fiberglass belly and a fiberglass back. It does have a reinforced tip, which is nice. So you can use a fast flight string, so that's nice. And it says on there, Ghost Hand Hunting Bow, glass fiber, 118. Okay. I'm assuming this is the bottom limb. Yeah, nothing on the bottom limb. Oh, there it is on the back side of it. It says hunting bow, same as this one here, so basically the same as both. And it says 60 inches, 45 pounds, lower limb. So you know which one's your lower limb. Yeah, and I don't see any issues with the limbs. They seem like they're pretty well made. I mean, it's got a matte finish to it, not a glossy finish, which is nice. They are ILF, as you can see. Okay. Let's take a look at the riser now. Okay. Now here's the riser. And it does have a compass here. It looks like the compass came unglued. It's supposed to be right here, so I'll have to glue that back in. I got some stuff I can glue that back in with. I think it came loose, so that's not a big deal. That's your ferrous rod right there for your ferrous rod. And there is the knife right here. How does that knife come out of it though? There's supposed to be fishing lines and hooks in here too. Oh, they're underneath this. Okay. Let's take a look at that real quick. It's like your fishing line is located underneath your grip. This is a really unique kind of bow. I can find the right one for it. That's not it. Well, it looks like they send you an SAE set for it, but these are metric Allen keys. They work, but you gotta be real careful when you do it so you don't booger them up. See, this is a real wood grip. It's got 2 of them on there. This is really neat, guys. This is not the right Allen key set for this. These are all metric as SAE key set. It's a good thing I got an SAE key set. But yeah, there you go. They weren't kidding. There is the fishing line with the hook in it. So you got 2 little bitty hooks and some. I mean, that's got to be like 2-pound fishing line. Ain't very big, but that's pretty cool. That's really interesting. Nice wood grip though. Looks like diamond wood. Yeah, that is diamond. That's diamond wood. Put it back on there and get it back together. Okay, so that's where that's coming from. Alright, so we got fishing line and we got fishing hooks. I'll put this back together now. Okay. It's funny, these are metric Allen keys, and they send you an SAE Allen key set. I'm going to have to get my metric set out to work on this. Not a big deal. So I'm going to be sure I don't booger them up right now with this one. Okay. I said I'm going to have to re-glue this compass in because it came unglued, but that's the easy fix. I can just clean it up and I'll re-glue it in there. It's kind of cool to have it. It reminds me of the old Fred Bear bows with the compass. And then you have your ferrous rod here for striking, making your fire. And then you got that little knife right there, which again you got to take it apart to get it out of there. I'm not sure what kind of use these gizmos and gadgets are. I wasn't expecting them all. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, that knife comes out of there. It's like a little small razor blade edge knife. So, all right. Well, I can tell you that this rider is quite heavy. I promise you, this thing is probably, I bet you, it weighs 3 pounds. It's very heavy. I mean, it's quite heavy. Let me get my scale out. Check it out. And this here is designed, you see here, these two it attaches right here so that you can use a saw, which is okay. Let's place that on there. 2 pounds, 1.6 ounces. So not quite 3 pounds, but 2 pounds, 1.6 ounces. That's just the riser. Okay. It's kind of hard to see that, I guess. I guess you can see it. I'll put the limbs on there. And with the limbs, it weighs just under 3 pounds. 2 pounds, 15.8 ounces, so just under 3 pounds with the limbs. This is quite a heavy bow compared to most recurves or longbows. I wasn't expecting to get a survival bow, but hey, that's pretty cool. Now, let's take a look at the string now. Alright, string is it's a Flemish twist, which is nice. It's a Flemish twist string. Look at there, Flemish twist string. It is not fast flight, I don't think. It doesn't feel like fast flight. It feels like Dacron. But definitely Flemish twist though, which is kind of nice. It's a nice string. Real nice string actually. Actually, I don't know why they make such a tiny serving area for where your nock goes to. I mean, that's probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 inches, but it should be at least 8 or 9 like this. Huh. Oh well. Well, let's see what the instructions say. The instructions. Okay, I'll give you a good shot of everything that's in this thing. You can go look at that real quick. Maybe you can pause it if you want to do it and look at it. Okay. Cool name, Ghost Hand. Alright. String. I think it's pretty simple, like a regular bow. You just pretty much snap it in, it says, I guess. I guess it snaps in, I guess. So this is the lower limb, so I guess you gotta take these rubber things off, I reckon. Again, I know nothing about these ILF bows, so if I'm doing something wrong, y'all gotta point it out to me. But that's it. Just snap. Boy, that's awful loose though. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Upper, lower, line the bow limbs with the screw post and insert in pick 2. Confirm the bow limbs are installed. Refer to pick 3. So let me ask you, so do you actually tighten these down so it compresses it like this, or do you leave it like this? don't think you can make that any tighter though. Yeah, you can't go any deeper with that. It's got like this little brass knob on it there. It won't go any deeper than that. So I guess the only way it holds it in place when it's strung is the tension it holds on it when it's strung. Okay. Again, I know nothing about these bows, so this is the upper limb. That's interesting. You see on the back side of the limb, you got the right. I think it should be on the front side. It's on the back side of the limb. This one's on the front side of the limb. You see that? I think maybe that's a decal there or right in there. I don't know. We lay it in there, and that's pretty much it right there. Boy, this is a heavy bow, though. I gotta tell you, this bow is really heavy. Let's get it strung up and see what it looks like. Okay, what is the brace height? Does it tell me the brace height in this thing? Why don't they ever tell you what brace heights of these bows are? Recommended brace heights. I don't know. We'll set it 7.5 and see how it works. Okay. All right, let me get my wait a minute. There's no bowstringer with this thing. So that's interesting. Because all the other fancy stuff doesn't come with a bowstringer. You would think it would come with a bowstringer. Okay. This is the bottom. This is the top. Let's see if this thing actually pulls out once we get it strung. Well, that seems kind of like, I don't know, is that right, guys? You gotta let me know if that's right. I'm not sure that's right or not. Oh. Okay, there it is, all strung up. I gotta tell you, it's a pretty wicked looking bow. Pretty dope looking. Notice that you got your decal on the front on this side here, but it looks like they put the decal on the back side here. Same thing. You would think they'd be on the front of both of them. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be designed. And I mean, pretty hefty bow. It locks in solid. Let's see what our brace height is. Our brace height on this bow is going to be, boom, right at 7.5 inches. Came out perfect. Okay, fits in the limb grooves really well. It's got nice limb grooves. Fits in good. Okay. And same here. It is, like I said, a Flemish twist string. I do not believe this is fast fly, even though it does have reinforced tips on it. This string it looks too thick and too big to be. It looks like B50. You know how big thick B50 is? So it looks like B50 on it. So I don't think it's fast flight. It's got a diamond wood grip on it. This same kind of wood that my Black Hunter's made of, I bet you. You've got your striker for your fire starter here. You got your little knife right here, and then you got your compass on this side. Reminds me of the old Fred Bear bows. It's got a little emblem there. It says Ghost Hand bow. There's a little emblem there. It's kind of neat. It also has all your connections for plunger button or a rest. You got your sight or quiver connections there if you want to screw one in. You got your stabilizer here for the stabilizer, or maybe use a for a fishing reel. And what I'm looking at now, if you look here, I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not. It looks like that limb bowl is just barely contacting the edge of that limb. You see that? It's not all the way up. Maybe it's supposed to be that way. I don't know. Like I said, I have no experience in these ILF bows at all. So if y'all know the answer to that, please let me know. But that doesn't look right. Maybe it is, but it doesn't look right to me though. Okay. It does have a radius shelf, so you can shoot off the shelf, which is nice. It has a little bump out right here, so you want to shoot your off shelf, you can do that. We'll get a rest installed on here, and we'll get a nock put on real quick and see how it does. Let me only get my my bow scale, and we'll check the bow scale on it, see if it pulls. I'll get a nock on it, and we'll get a rest on it. Okay, hold on. Here, this thing looks advantageous to put it looks like it's designed to run a regular rest on top of it with. This little bump out here in your risers, I think it's going to be an issue. Probably going to kick the air out a little bit too far, but let's see when we start shooting it though. Take a little deaner out to clean it up real quick so everything will stick to it. Yeah, that's what I use to clean all my stuff on. It works great. It doesn't ruin the finish, and it dries very quickly. It removes all the grease and grime. All right. Let's get this on there. Okay. All right, put the bottom one on first. Okay, that goes there. Just draw you a trace. Just like that, draw the trace around so you see where's that, cut that out there. Always cut in just a little bit closer to it, and be sure that when you're doing, you got the hair going the right way. Actually, it should be this way. I did that wrong. So good thing I checked. Hair's going this way, so I gotta cut it out this way. First thing I gotta do is I have to cut this here, about right there. Go around that, there we go, just like perfect, okay. Now, we'll make that mark there. Okay, now I got my mark there, you see there's my mark. Just a matter of cutting it out now. Okay, don't want any sharp edges. Be sure you round all your sharp edges off. Just keep on pulling up, you round them off like that. Okay. Let's go get that on there now. And be sure you get the hair going the right way, or you have a problem if you're not careful. Perfect fit, look at that, got that to fit perfect first time around, good. Now with these hair brushes, see the hair coming off here, we're going to need to burn that hair and get it, clean it up so it'll peel off very easily. There's that. Then we've got this one here that's going to go into here. Alright, I'm not sure how that's going to work like that, but we might end up putting this thing back on a and I want to put one right here just to keep that noise down so it doesn't make a lot of noise when we go to put it on. Yeah, like that there. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. Got our rest on now. Okay, go put this back up. Okay. Clean up the mess. Next thing we're going to do is going to be our nock point. Okay, let's get the nock point on this. If you guys been watching my channel a while, you know I always set my nock points high when I start. That's a cool saw blade, I like that. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to set the nock point 3/8 of an inch instead of an 1/8 inch. Okay. Okay, right there. And that point gets set right on this mark right here. Okay. That's where I normally set my lock point at. That goes right there. Good. Okay. Remember, you don't want to make these nock points super tight. You're going to be moving up or down your string, so just clamp them on there where you can move them, you know, like that. The way you can move these is you can just take these and turn them. They'll slide up and down. You didn't put it on too tight. That's why you don't put it on there too tight. And once you get it where you want it at, then you clamp it down really hard. Okay. You see how the hair's coming out? We're going to do something. We're going to have to burn the edge of that hair there, just keep from fraying a little bit, so we get a little lighter. Okay, now let's go see this thing pull. It's supposed to be 45 pounds at 28 inches, and I have a 29.5 inch draw. So this thing should be pulling close to, I don't know, 48, 49 pounds, something like that. Let's take a look. Comes in right at 49 pounds. Let me go back in the back and I'll check it on my scale back there. Okay, I just got checked in my shop back there, and it is pulling exactly 45 pounds at 28 inches. I mean, when I say exact on my digital scale, it's 45.03 pounds. So this thing's pulling exactly 45 pounds at 28 inches, which is what it's supposed to pull. I'm going to go ahead and clean up this little compass here, and we'll go ahead and glue this thing with some of this fletch fuse to put points in with. So get that glued back in there so it don't fall out. Okay. Got a little super glue. Just need a drop. And we'll stick this in, twist it around. Okay, let that sit there. Okay. Alrighty, that's that. Okay, so it's kind of a surprise. It's an ILF bow, which is kind of nice. The price is unbelievable, $69.90 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description for you. You want to look at and purchase one. Kind of surprised too that when I got it, it actually came, I mean, with all these extra like survival stuff on it. One thing I did notice though, when I was back on my bow scale, hear that noise? This thing definitely rattles. Okay, so I don't know how quiet this thing's going to be when we get over and we start shooting tomorrow, but we'll figure it out. So I don't know what these are supposed to do, but like I said, I don't know nothing about how to tighten these up or anything else like that, so I don't think you can make these any tighter because I think they're as tight as they're going to get. Yeah, they're as tight as they're going to get, and this don't even fit it anyway. Alright, so that is the Ghost Hand 60-inch Takedown ILF 3-piece recurve bow. Pretty interesting bow. I'm going to go ahead and tighten all these Allen screws up with a proper Allen screw. This one that come with it is just not SE, so it's the wrong size. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten all these up. So, and then tomorrow we'll take it out, put it in the ring, see how she shoots. Should be a pretty quick bow with these bamboo limbs on them. There's a few minor things I'm not happy about. Like I said, it looks like they completely messed up the decal. They put the decal on the back side here, and it's upside down compared to the front side here. So I think it should have been decal probably on both of them. So that's probably a mess up at the factory. They did send the wrong tool for the bow, so I'm going to get. I got a metric kit similar to this I could use for this bow. It's got a Dacron string on, not a fast flight, even though it does have reinforced tips, so it will handle a fast flight. So I'll probably get a fast flight in the future for it. It's got all these cool little gizmos that go with it. This fits in right here, so you can have a saw. Then you got your fish hooks and your fishing line in here. You got a little knife in here that you can use. All right, and you got a fire starter, which is right here. Pretty cool. All right, well, stay tuned for part 2 of my review of this Ghost Hand Survival Takedown ILF 3-piece recurve bow. We'll hit the range tomorrow. We'll check it out, do some shooting on it, see how it shoots, and we'll go from there. All right. Sorry this took a bit longer than I normally do, but I did a lot of cool new things that I wasn't expecting in this bow, so I'm gonna try to shrink it down because we've gone over 30 minutes already on my camera. I'm gonna try to get it down to about the 20-minute range. So if it's a little bit over, I apologize, but it is quite an interesting bow, though. All right. Well, this has been Todd, all things archery and shooting, and until next time, ciao. And don't forget, look for part 2 range test. I can't get over that freaking saw blade. That's crazy. Thanks for watching, y'all.